Is this thing on? I think it's on. Welcome back to another episode where I'm going to be covering Charlie, Penguin Zero, Moist Critical? I don't know his name, but apparently he has some strong words to say about the Nina Lynn situation, which honestly is entertaining. How are people not keen to what Twitch does every single year? It's the same reason why people haven't caught on to TwitchCon having some sort of sexual assault predatory nonsense that happens every year since 2017 when I used to stream on that platform. We're going to be watching this at 1.75 because I feel like Charlie has a lot of filler. Like his jokes are very juvenile. They're simple. There's a lot of fluffery. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Like a jar of peanut butter in the top shelf cabinet in my kitchen, I just can't get it. I truly don't understand what is going on with Twitch that just leads them to making the worst decisions so brazenly. Like they have to have the orb of confusion somewhere in the office.
Did the peanut butter line being hard to reach, was that a good joke? I swear I was right on par when I made my analysis of how this guy speaks and addresses the people. Like, that's not that funny. That's like a juvenile, like, I'm in middle school joke. But this video is not about Charlie, I'm sorry.
Up there, and it is just wreaking havoc on their brains. It is incomprehensible. There is a streamer, her name is Nina. She has on stream, on Twitch, twice now, sexually assaulted people. I'll show you the clips because it is textbook sexual assault. And she was banned for 1 day, initially. She got a 24-hour slap on the wrist, and then she was unbanned. Which you can kind of write off maybe as a mistake on Twitch's end, like they didn't mean to unban her, maybe someone was pulling...
I mean, the Saeed one was on the line, but then the Disguised Toast one, that just goes off for harassment, you know what I mean?
Some levers in the HQ not knowing what they did, yet someone fucking blasting away at the buttons and accidentally unbanned her, because she was banned shortly thereafter again. And I think every sensible person with a functioning frontal lobe expected that to be a permanent ban, because she I'm porky pigging right now. She sexually assaulted 2 people on stream, on their platform. If you don't take that seriously, what the fuck are you going to take seriously? It's a crime. It's sexual assault. So everyone expected that one to be an indefinite ban.
Twitch has a long history of doing this. It's like, oh no, someone abused an animal on the platform. I'm not talking about Hassan, I'm talking about Alinity and the whole cat situation. You guys remember that? You remember the streamers that would show the clip that would get banned for showing the clip or talking about it? Twitch used to be decent back in like 2017, 2018 when people were playing games, but now it's become this giant reality TV show cluster. And I genuinely don't get it. I went there for the first time in a little bit, and I went to go check up on a streamer, just I think it was Nick Mira, just to see how the Twitch chat was reacting, and I was bombarded with like 5 minutes of advertisements before I was able to watch the content. It's like, hey, you don't like watching these ads? Subscribe to this Twitch Turbo program where you pay money to avoid ads. What? Why do people even use this? Are people actually subscribed to that? That's got to be wild. I thought it was a problem when Twitch was taking 50% of the streamer's revenue. That's a big portion. I really think it should be like 20 to 30% at most. I mean, all the small streamers that are trying to make it, I think they should take less of their earnings, but that's a topic for another time. But everyone's all about tax the rich, but then they're not going to raise the brackets on these bigger streamers. In fact, they're going to give them breaks. I think the top Twitch streamers get like 20% of their subs taken from Twitch, which is wild.
But it was only a week. She is now unbanned and she's already done a return stream. So it seems like Twitch truly only gave her a week vacation here. That's crazy. A week-long timeout. Pretty close to that scene in SpongeBob where they steal a balloon on Free Balloon Day and the cops put them behind bars for 3 seconds saying, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, and then, oh, you're free to go. That, for sexual assault, is unbelievable.
Oh my God. Saeed, come here. I got you. Saeed, come here. 23. No, he's not consenting. Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Oh, no.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there.
That was the clip that started it. Saeed is his name. He was not consenting to any of this, and Nina is the one that's like holding him while her friend twerks on him. And his friends are even saying he's not consenting to this, and they do not care. They are forcing it upon him. And this is just a piece of a longer clip, and in the longer clip, they throw him on the bed and start like trying to rip at his clothes. They also take his bag and start going through his bag. And this whole time, he is making it very clear he does not want this, and he is uncomfortable with it.
Not a guy.
Take all this off. Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras.
See, now this isn't harassment. What Disguised Toast was harassment. This is actually pushing the line. Like, this is crazy. Throwing him on a bed and trying to remove his clothes. That's assault. But the other one, where Nina's like patting someone's booty, that's harassment, dude. Sorry. Maybe I'm old-fashioned like that. So please don't cancel me.
Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Don't do your shit. Look at my little hold on, bitch. No, I'm not closing my bag. Hold on. What's going on?
You can't just force me to take it.
Look at that. It's a nice bag. is a nice bag. How much is this? Turn around. Start for the side. I need this. I need this. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Zoe, he's not consenting. Pretty clear-cut sexual assault here. You don't need to be Phoenix right here in order to argue why this is sexual assault. It's obvious. Yet, and this is something we've talked about in the past, a lot of people, when it comes to a man being sexually assaulted, take it very differently. So I saw when this clip was blowing up, and a lot of people, I know I've already talked about this because I'm tardy to the party, but I'm just so shocked that Twitch is not taking this seriously. A lot of people were talking about how it's actually not sexual assault. It's clear.
How is he shocked? Twitch has been doing this for years. It's almost been a decade since Twitch has done this, where they favor women streamers and partnered streamers and give them unfair bans, where it's like, oh yeah, you've only been banned for like 3 days, top 7 days maybe, I don't know. But then the small unknown streamer shows a clip and they're banned for like 3 to 5 months to a couple years. There's a couple people that have actually been banned for the Alinity cat situation for like 5 years, which is hilarious. And they got flagged for abusing animals when they were just showing the clip of the Twitch streamer abusing. Bro, how about you guys stop watching these streamers instead of going there and hate watching and then trolling the comment, because they're getting paid. The advertisers pay money for the viewership.
He's laughing. He's going along with it. It's for content. No, it's not sexual assault. He's having a good time. In fact, he wanted it. And that's something that you see a lot when it comes to sexual assault against men, where people say, like, it's not serious. Don't be a bitch. A woman can't sexually assault a man because a man always wants sex. So this is a nothing burger. You guys are making a mountain out of a molehill. This isn't sexual assault at all. It's just good old-fashioned Twitch content, baby. And Nina herself even says how embarrassing it would be for a man like Saeed to say that this was sexual assault.
So what if he says that you did something wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one has to say Saeed. That's what I'm looking for Saeed. I'm talking to them, feel disrespected as a person. Me, I think it's time to around. Then that's what respect. I didn't know. So I'm walking around. Just no. But for him to walk around saying all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
Makes you Saeed today?
I was getting for him.
Wow, what an angel. Pretty watertight defense right there. Checkmate. The fucking last few neurons remaining in her brain really scrambling there to come up with the perfect cope, and damn did she hit a home run with that one. So she is saying, oh, he didn't get sexually assaulted. Oh, okay, well, if you say so, all right. You would know, of course, yeah, no. It doesn't matter what he thinks happened. You're saying he didn't get sexually assaulted, so then it must not have happened. You're right. And then she goes on to say, like, you have to think about it. Like, it'd be very embarrassing for him as a man. Wow, is that so, Nina? Interesting. Do you keep that same energy when it comes to women that get sexually assaulted? Do you say the same thing? Like, that'd be very embarrassing. She treats it like it's no big deal. She did nothing wrong. Rub some dirt in it, dweeb, get over it. That's how she handles it. But I imagine if it was two guys who did this exact same thing to a girl on stream, if it played out exactly the same, there would be universal condemnation across the board, including from Nina herself, I imagine, and rightfully so, because, stand back, brave take coming in, plug your ears if you're not ready for the spicy take, sexual assault is bad. I know, if you were standing up, you're gonna need to sit down, holy. It doesn't matter if it's a female or male victim, sexual assault in all of its forms is horrible, and everyone should be outraged and against it. So why do we treat it differently because it was two girls that did it to a guy? It is still sexual assault, and I can't believe we are still having this conversation about, like, sexual assault against men not being taken seriously. It's not a unicorn, it's not make-believe, this isn't the fucking tooth fairy we're talking about, it is a real thing, and there are male victims of sexual assault. Like, I can't believe that even needs to be said, but I guess Twitch needs a reminder that it is a crime, like anyone who is a victim of sexual assault is the victim of a crime.
I didn't want it to, like, that being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime, and people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is, or anything like that, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, as a person that's literally dealt with sexual assault previously, it has taken a lot, like a large toll on my head. I've dealt with something like this before, and I didn't want to, when I dealt with it originally, I was working at a job, and it was a gym, and I told my boss about it, and all he did was make jokes about it, and I tried to talk about it a lot more, and I didn't want to tell my parents, and it did affect me a lot, and this situation did bring back those memories.
This is Saeed being very open here, talking about what's unfolded, even mentioning that he's gone through a previous sexual assault situation in his past where it wasn't taken seriously then, his boss was making jokes about it, and it took a toll on him. And now, in this case, it seems like Twitch itself is not taking it seriously and treating it like it's a joke, considering Nina was only banned for a...
Name one situation where Twitch has taken it seriously when it's a large partnered streamer that brings in a lot of money to the platform. Oh wait, they get like a slap on the wrist. Twitch is run and managed and funded by a bunch of gooners, and Twitch knows this. So holiday season coming up, expect a lot more partner streamers to get banned and unbanned because they want that holiday paycheck, y'all, and y'all are gonna just give it to them. And you guys haven't caught on to this. This is crazy. Have you guys not figured this out? It's been years, almost a decade, like I said, that this has been going on, and people haven't caught wind to this Ponzi scheme.
Week. They slapped her in detention for a week, and now it's all sunshine and rainbows for her. She's back streaming again. And let me tell you, in her return stream, it's very clear she's learned her lesson. I think the week-long, benching here from Twitch has really helped put it all into perspective for her. You can see how apologetic she is and how remorseful she is for her actions.
Let me tie, right? Oh, why you always hitting me? Stop with those. Oh shit, I can't touch you no more because I have to make some idea. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna come up 3 months later. Oh, me punch you? You want me to punch you? Are you okay?
You send that in or no?
What? Sure. So I'm not sexually assaulting you. No. I am not. You consent to this.
Yes.
You fully am okay with this.
Yes.
You will not use this clip against me later in 3 months later.
Never.
Or 9 months later.
No.
Or 6 months later.
No.
No? Hey, chat sees this, bro. Ready? All right. Ready? 1. You asked for this. Nod your head. 2 times. Did you get it? Okay.
Wait, can I say something? Damn. Wait, can I say something? Damn. Can I say something? This seems like a real hoot and holler. Man, she seems like a lot of fun to be around. So I don't even know why she even threw out the word NDA. She has no idea what that is. I bet if you ask Nina what a non-disclosure agreement is or what it's for, she would just fucking blue screen. But the reason she's saying that is because she's just trying to insult everyone that made a big deal out of her sexually assaulting Saeed. And I haven't even shown you the other victim yet. I'm saving that till the end. But she's just treating it like it's no big deal. Like, oh, I guess I just can't touch people anymore now without like an NDA, I guess. And then this dude over here, this goober, I don't know if he's hiding his face out of embarrassment or shame, but if that is the case, I'd see why. Because that's pretty pathetic to be begging to be punched by this lady just for a crumb of attention. But yeah, that was her return stream, a real highlight moment from it. Some other really great tiddlywinks are when she's being mad at her friends for switching up on her after the sexual assault clip surfacing, where she was mad that they didn't fight tooth and nail for her honor, even though her actions are indefensible to a normal, sane person. So obviously her friends aren't going to go to bat for her, I imagine, or at least they shouldn't. Like, I don't care if you're her best friend, you should be able to come out and say, like, yep, that's fucked up, that is sexual assault, I don't support what's happened there. And she's getting mad that people did exactly that. Like, her friends are like, nope, that's unacceptable. She expected them to just be like, no, you guys are misunderstanding. Then she goes into be like upset that they weren't texting her to get her side of the story, even though there's no sides. It is sexual assault no matter how you spin it. You can try and feign ignorance until the cows come home. It doesn't change the fact that what you did is still textbook sexual assault. Just because you are a woman who did it to a man doesn't mean that it doesn't count.
You ready? Yeah, go ahead, Nina.
I know.
Okay, girl. No, Nina. Oh my. Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast. Wow, she is so bold. You'll love to see it.
All right.
So bold, so bold. Yep, keep it up. Yep. Good job, Nina.
So Toast shared his experience with Nina, where he went there expecting a professional masseuse, only to be met by a stranger named Nina, the fucking boogeyman here, coming up and giving him this massage, where she was very clearly making a joke of it by just like groping him, like just grabbing on his ass cheeks there. Like she was grabbing those things like fucking motorcycle handles. It's not an accident, it's not unintentional. She didn't just like wander down there while trying to give a legitimate massage. She is literally honking on his butt cheeks. And people are laughing about it, making light of the whole thing. Like, Nina, oh my goodness, ha 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 ha. It's sexual assault. If that was a man that did that to a woman that was lying on that table, how many people would be laughing? Probably not very many. I imagine it'd be crickets for the most part. It'd be more silent than a James Corden stand-up routine. There wouldn't be a lot of laughter. It wouldn't really be viewed as a holly jolly good time. I imagine most people would immediately try and say like stop or step in, put the kibosh on it, but not here. Here, it's just treated as a joke. But why? Just because it is Nina doing this to a man, Toast, it doesn't make it not sexual assault. And in Toast's statement, he even says he has no idea who she was at the time. She just stepped in, did this. He was extremely uncomfortable, but didn't say anything in the moment because there's a bunch of cameras in his face, and it's hard to try and like speak up in front of that because then it creates a tense situation. So it's an extra level of fear where it's hard to speak out and express, negative feelings in a case like this because, well, maybe now the streamers there view you as the bad guy or the chat starts attacking you or something. So it makes it very difficult. And it's something Toast briefly mentions, and it's something that I've seen expressed numerous times in the past about like, it was hard to say anything in the moment because of all these cameras and all these people watching. And it's very true. Again, if this was a man that was doing this to a woman lying on that table, a complete stranger, just starts, honking on her butt cheeks there, how many people would be laughing? Probably none. It shouldn't be treated differently in this case. This was still a non-consensual sexual act that was performed on Toast and Saeed that is not being taken seriously. She received a week-long ban, and that's it. And it's not like she herself has digivolved into a better person or anything, learned her lesson, expressed any real level of remorse or anything like that. She is still treating it as content. Like, just the idea of her sexual assault is now a joke on her stream. Like, oh, I just can't touch people anymore. I'll have to NDA you, tee. That's crazy to me. That is just crazy. I know she issued an apology statement not long ago, which I think is pretty blatantly obvious, not her words. I think that was farted out through an actual PR firm, because I don't think she is capable of something like that. I'll stop blabbering here in just a moment, but it is so wild to me how little Twitch did here, and how little they seem to care about what's happened on their platform here. In the past, they've made plenty of questionable bans and unbans. Like having full-blown penetrative sex on stream was a 3-day ban. And many other such cases of similar things, like that lady who full-blown spread her butthole goatsy style on stream only being 24 hours, stuff like that. But this is something so different from that, where that sexual content is something that...
Bro, at least he acknowledges that, but he still hasn't figured out that there's a noticeable pattern of people returning to stream, and he still stands that platform because, hey, they pay him. Why not, dude? There's probably a couple of smaller streamers that reported on the situation that got their channels terminated for a lot longer than Nina, just for reporting about it, just for having an opinion about it.
Shouldn't be allowed on Twitch and isn't by their own rules, and they don't seem to really enforce them all that well. This is literally not even just against their rules, it is against the law. Sexual assault, again, is illegal, and it has been broadcast on Twitch twice with this woman, Nina Lin, being the sexual assaulter. And they only give her a week ban for it. This is unlike anything I've seen from Twitch in the past. It is truly shocking. And I'll leave you with one more clip from Saint Nina here. You remember how I called this week ban basically a vacation? Well, it's not just my words. She also views it that way as well.
W chat. I want to say W chat. So all the haters out there, y'all can suck my dick. Word two, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you bitches, bro. You bitches not me. I've been through nothing that I've been through. Fuck you. This ain't the worst it's ever been. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad to say, but this is not the worst it's ever been. I've been through worse. I've actually been through worse. So this jail was kind of like vacay jail a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, though.
Nice work, Twitch. Vacay jail for sexual assault. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's really about it. Yep.
Still don't understand how people still return to Twitch. I mean, the advertisement you're bombarded with, having to subscribe to another premium service, and yeah, this happens all the time. Stop watching these nuisance streamers. That's what they are. They're nuisance streamers. They don't have anything very interesting to say. They're just memers. I'm not surprised that she got only a week ban. She probably sent nudes to Hassan, revitalizing that old ass meme that people said I was crazy, a conspiracy theorist for, until like 3 years after I was permanently banned. That dude actually got fired from Twitch because he was doing exactly that, because some chick exposed the logs of that guy offering to fly her out and asking for lewd pictures and whatnot. It's what Twitch staff does. So I'm willing to bet that Nina probably let Twitch staff, execs, that Dan Clancy guy, just run a train on her, and then she got her channel back. So if Nina Lynn was willing to throw it back for Agent just to get a platform, she'd do a lot more to get that platform back after she threw it back. But yeah, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm right, tell me I'm wrong. Just voice your opinion, talk your shit. Have a great one.